Good morning, students. Today we are taking the grammar section. In class 11, we have three sections. One is the reading section, another is grammar and writing section, and the third section is literature section. We have done some chapters in literature section. Let us start with grammar section today also. In grammar, we have certain topics to do in class 11. Grammar, you have been studying grammar right from earlier classes. And the topics are the same which you have studied in the earlier classes as well. Like determiners, tense, clause, active and passive voice, narrations. All these topics you have been studying right from the earlier classes. In class 10 also you have done these topics. So repetition is there because you are just repeating the same topics from class to class so that you will have a command on the various topics of grammar. This topic, let us first start with the determiners. And in grammar, whatever topic you take, because what happens in grammar, the students just read the grammar book or what the teacher teaches, they just remember the definitions, all that, and do certain exercises, and after sometimes they forget. So what is important in grammar actually, to just understand the concept of the topic. If you know for what we study grammar. Grammar is how we just speak words correctly, sentences we speak correctly, and the sentences we write correctly. This is why just we study grammar, so that we can write correct sentences, we can speak correct sentences. So concept is very important. For every topic, you just understand the concept of the topic. And then it becomes easier for you to just keep it in your mind, and while writing composition or while writing sentences, the formula will be just in your mind, and there will be hardly any mistake while speaking or while just writing the sentences. So the best thing in grammar is to understand it fully. As early as possible, if you understand the topic, then things become easier for you in future. Otherwise, what happens? Just you remember, you forget, you remember, you forget, and then just keep on committing mistakes. So let us take this topic, determiners. So first understand what is determiner. Determiners, what is the function of determiner? So determiners are the words which are used to modify nouns. Actually, determiners are used before nouns or adjective plus noun to modify its meaning, or to, you can say, the fix its meaning, or to, you can say, to make the meaning of the noun precise. Because determiners are the words which, when they are used, you can see that how the noun is being used in the sentence. Without determiners, you do not understand the precision and clarity of the sentence. But if determiners are used before nouns, you will see that there is precision, there is clarity in the sentence. That is why it is called a fixing word, a modifying word. Suppose, for example, just this is a duster, simply duster. But when I see that this is a duster, it gets some meaning. The word duster, the noun duster, gets some fixed meaning because of the use of the determiner. This is the duster I bought last day. So it got a determiner and got a fixed meaning. So let us just see that how many types of determiners are. Classification of determiners. Actually, first the definitions you just am writing here. This is how you can explain determiners. Now, just come to the point, the classification of determiners. How many types of determiners are? Articles a and the, these are used as determiners. We know that these are the articles a and indefinite articles, the is definite articles. But articles, these articles a and the are used as determiners in the sentence. Like examples. So see how determiners have been used. See is a nurse, or is used as determiners. He went without an umbrella, where an used before the noun umbrella is determiner. This is the house where I live. So the is used as determiners. So here you see, she is a nurse. If you do not use determiner here, you simply say she is nurse. And you say she is a nurse. A nurse means you determine some meaning of the word. Or means any, somebody. So it gives some fixed meaning to the noun. It is not just a complete meaning, but just full-fledged meaning, but somewhat that it determines the meaning of the word. He went out without an umbrella. Without an umbrella. So umbrella is determined by the word and, by the article and here. This is the house where I live. So the house means a particular house. We are talking of a particular house where I live in. So it determines the meaning of the house. So articles are used as determinants. My, his, our, their, your. These words are also used as determinants. For example, just we say this is my pen. When I say this is my pen, it means nobody can claim this pen. Means it is fixed that this is my pen. There is no doubt about it. None can claim about it. That is why this my fixes the meaning of the word pen. This is my pen. I like this pen. Where is your pen? Who is their leader? Here, my, his, your, their. All these words, which are called possessives, they are used as determinants. This, that, this, those are called demonstrative determinants. This, that are used to show the things. This, that, this is plural of this is this, and plural of that is those. So these and these are used to show the things near you, and that and those are used to show the things away from you. Means in distance. This book is very interesting. Here, the emphasis is on this. This book is very interesting. So this is used as determinant. I like that book. That book. Here that is used as determinant. These girls are very laborious. These here used as determinants. Those houses are nice. Those uses as determinants. So see how the demonstratives, this, that, these, those are used before the nouns to determine their meanings, and they are called demonstrative determinants. Next is other determiners are numerals and quantifiers. These are the words which are also used as determiners, like many, much, any, all, one, two, both, several, either, neither, few, little. All these are words used as determiners. They are numerals and quantifiers. They show numbers and quantity. Like so see how these words are used. Like I have many pens, she has much sense, I don't have any book, she has 2 books, either book is interesting, I have little book. So these are the numerals and quantifiers which are used in sentences to determine the meaning of the noun. It comes before that and it fixes meaning and it makes the sentence very precise and clear. Another determiner is what, which, whose. These are the 3 words which are used as interrogative determiners. What is used in general terms, which is used in a specific term, and which is used as possessive. For example, see the usage of this interrogative determinants. What, which. What is used, as I told you, the term, which is used in a specific sense, and which is used as possessives. What would you want, like, what lesson do you want to learn? In the general. But when you have to prefer something, there are 2 or 3 things available, and you want to prefer one. You like one more than others. In that case, you will use which. Like, which college do you prefer for your education? Means there are several colleges, there are 4 or 5 colleges, and you want to prefer those. So, which college do you prefer for your education? Which restaurant do you want to go, want to attend? So there are 3 or 4 restaurants in your city or the place where you live, and you want to attend one. So which one you like? Which property is this? Whose son is your friend? This which is used as possessive interrogative determinants. So you will have to keep all these the determiners, the classification of determiners in your mind, how the determiners are used, and while writing a sentence, because when you are writing a sentence, because there may be, it is not a fixed one that this is only determiner that you can use. So what is the context? According to context, which determiner is more suitable there, that is to be used. So for one, if the fill in the blanks sentences are there in the examination, so you can write my also, your also. So which one is just preferable there? That you will have to see. So you will have to just use the determiners according to the situation in which the sentence has been written. And if you just go on practicing some exercises based on determiners, the exercises will be in the terms like fill in the blanks, like rearrange, like correction of errors, like supply of missing words. These are the 4 categories of asking questions in the examinations. So you will have to do exercises based on determiners. If you do 15 to 20 exercises at least based on determiners, then and you will be just repeatedly doing so you will have the complete sense of how to use the determiners before the nouns. So you will be very apt, skillful in using determiners if you go on practicing the determiners, doing the exercises time and again, because when next topic will be taught, before just you understand the topic, but you keep on just doing some exercises from the earlier topic also. So if you keep yourself in practice, then just after some time you will have just a command over the topic, and then there will be the chance of making less mistakes in the part of grammar while writing the sentences, while doing compositions, while writing the question answer. So grammar is very important to write, because in the examination when you write the question answer or the letter or essay or whatever the composition you write, grammar is very important, because the examiner will see whether you are grammatically correct or not, whether your sentences are grammatically correct or not. So your marks will depend on grammar, because if you write the matter but grammar is not correct, then you will get less marks. If your matter is there, because you see that some of your friends just get higher marks, they get 90%, 85%, you get only 60%, 65%. This is all because you make errors in writing. The subject matter, actually they are also writing the same subject matter. You are also writing the same subject matter. But because of not writing correct sentences, your marks are cut and you just start on getting less marks in the examination. And you do not understand, you think that you have written, and why not just got the marks? So the problem is here, that you will have to be in habit of writing correct English. If you write correct English, because in the examination you will have to write and write. So keep on just practicing the writing the sentences, just doing the grammar exercises, doing the question answer at your home. So, and then just revise it, read it again and see where some grammatical mistakes are there or not. If there are grammatical mistakes, you correct it yourself. And then a time will come when there will be very less mistakes in your writing, and you will see that how your scoring of marks will be increasing and increasing, because grammar is a big factor in scoring marks. So you will have to keep your mind on, because while writing the answers, you just do not keep grammar in your mind. Only you keep the subject matters. Go on writing subject matters. Hardly care for grammar. So, and that is why the problem occurs. If you just keep your mind on grammar also, just apart from the subject matter, so then you will be just getting marks in the examination. So we will after this we will be doing the exercises at home also. Next week we shall take another topic of grammar. Okay, thank you.